అందరికీ నమస్కారం. SBR టాక్స్ ఛానల్ స్వాగతం. ఇప్పుడు మనకు అత్యంత ప్రత్యేకమైనటువంటి అతిథి మన స్టూడియోలో ఉన్నారు. వారి గురించి మనం మాట్లాడి IIT ఢిల్లీ యొక్క సమగ్ర స్వరూపాన్ని గురించి మనం తెలుసుకుందాం. వారి పేరు అవిభవ్ శర్మ. చాలా పెద్ద ఇంట్రడక్షన్ వారి, బట్ బ్రీఫ్గా చెప్తాను. వారు JEE అడ్వాన్స్లో IIT ఎంట్రన్స్ ఎగ్జామ్ ఆల్ ఇండియా జనరల్ ర్యాంక్ 162 సాధించారు. ఫిజిక్స్లో 146 అవుట్ ఆఫ్ 146 ఆల్ ఇండియా 5. ఓన్లీ ఫిజిక్స్ వరకు మీరు కౌంట్ చేస్తే ఇండియాస్ ఫస్ట్ ర్యాంక్. IIT ఢిల్లీలో ఎలక్ట్రికల్ ఇంజనీర్ చదువుకున్నారు. ఆ తర్వాత UPSC ఎగ్జామ్స్ రాశారు. ఒకసారి ఇంటర్వ్యూ అటెండ్ అయ్యారు. వారి యొక్క ఆప్షనల్ సబ్జెక్టు ఫిజిక్స్. ఇటు ఫిజిక్స్లో ఆల్ ఇండియా టాపర్ అడ్వాన్స్లో, అదేవిధంగా సబ్జెక్ట్ ఫిజిక్స్ తోటి కూడా సివిల్ సర్వీసెస్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ వరకు వెళ్ళారు. బట్ ఆ తర్వాత టీచింగ్ మీద ఇంట్రెస్ట్ తోటి మాడ్యులస్లో వర్క్ చేస్తున్నారు. ఇప్పుడు ఫ్యాకల్టీగా పనిచేస్తారు. మాడ్యులస్ గోకుల్ ప్లాట్స్లో పనిచేస్తారు. చాలామంది మాడ్యులస్ అనగానే మాదాపులో టాప్ ఫ్యాకల్టీ అంటారు, కానీ అంతే సమానమైనటువంటి ఫ్యాకల్టీ వీరు ఇప్పుడు గోకుల్ ప్లాట్స్ అండ్ KPHB ఉన్నటువంటి మాడ్యులస్లో పనిచేస్తున్నారు. సో వారితోటి మనం IIT ఢిల్లీ గురించి, తర్వాత అనేక రకాల విషయాలు, స్టార్టప్ కల్చర్, ఎంటర్ప్రినర్షిప్, తర్వాత ఇట్లా అనేక ముఖ్యమైన విషయాలు మనం మాట్లాడదాం. మీకు ఇంటర్మీడియట్ కాలేజ్ గైడెన్స్ కోసం వాట్సాప్ గ్రూప్ ఉంది డిస్క్రిప్షన్లో. దాన్ని క్లిక్ చేస్తే మీరు వాట్సాప్లో జాయిన్ కావచ్చు. వారానికి 2-3 సార్లు మీటింగ్స్ ఉంటాయి. మీరు అనేక విషయాలతో మాట్లాడి మీరు సరైనటువంటి కాలేజ్ ఎంపిక చేసుకోవచ్చు. హెల్ప్ లైన్ కోసం మీకు ఫోన్ చేస్తే మీకు తగిన సమాచారం కూడా వస్తుంది. నమస్తే సార్.
నమస్తే సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ హ్యావింగ్ మీ సార్.
Sir, actually, so many things you have done in the last 6 or 7 years, no, sir?
Yeah.
After completion of IIT Delhi, you have prepared for UPSC civil services. And you worked in HFT some days.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the highest paying job in India.
Yeah, HFT, yeah.
For freshers. Now, suddenly, first time all the way you came from Madhya Pradesh to via Delhi, you came to Hyderabad. You're working as a fixed faculty in Modulus Gokul Plats.
Yeah.
So why it is all happened, sir, actually?
Sir, why this all happened? Because maybe I can summarize everything into one word. It is, I was exploring everything.
Yeah.
Right. I always knew that I had a very strong inclination towards knowledge and teaching. That was from the very early childhood days only. So I kept pursuing that. I landed up into IIT Delhi. But I did not narrow myself down towards one particular field or one particular sector or one particular job. I thought that let me first gain knowledge about the world. What is the world about? What is the world has to offer to me in terms of employment, in terms of career opportunities, in terms of work. So I did not narrow down my opportunity ever till I had reached enough maturity to take a final decision. So I kept exploring things. In fact, I'll tell you, even before joining my job, I did my internships in 2-3 different sectors. So I went to, after the completion of my second year, I went to Canada for a research internship in a university there, University of British Columbia is there. So I only to explore how is research like, how do people do research. I went for that internship. Then at the completion of my third year, I pursued my internship in Bombay Deloitte, technical consulting. So properly, like based on some data, technical analysis, how to consult a client on his or her requirement. So I did that also. Then again, I landed up into an HFT job, high frequency trading. A lot of people might not be knowing it is algorithmic trading. Like you write algorithms on computers and with that trades.
It's one of the highest paying jobs.
One of the highest paying jobs, not even in India, in the world only for freshers. And it is one of the most sorted. If you landed up in HFT and you are sustaining there for 10-15 years, your life is set. You will have everything and more than anything that you can even imagine. Then, but sir, since none of these decisions were based on my true inner calling,
Conscience.
my own inner conscience. They were based on getting influenced by the culture, by markets, by my
People, family.
relatives, peers, students, all that. So I could never feel very satisfied while pursuing these fields, which is why I kept leaving one field and joining the other, because I would go there with expectations of, sir, at the end of the day, whatever people do, they, even if they are going after money or after fame or respect or whatever, but through that money, through that fame, through that respect also, they are needing something else. That something else is a very deep inner feeling, and that can only come when it is hitting you inside. So all these, so as you asked, why all this journey, why this such a varying journey? That was because I was exploring a lot of fields. I wanted to know what does this field has to offer, what does this field has to offer. All these fields are very good. I'm not degrading any field. These are great fields created by mankind to serve mankind alone in different manners. But again, I could not find that inner satisfaction in these fields as I find in teaching and knowledge, which is why I finally left everything and came towards teaching. So experiencing all this has been great. But again, I would always say that your final decision should always be based on your inner conscience, inner desire, and not based on external influences, because that will not take you far. That will only take you, that can give you a small instantaneous validation from society that yes, he landed up in HFT job or he landed up in such and such internship. But will that give you a long lasting happiness and long lasting satisfaction? That is hard. So always go after inner calling, and that is why my journey has been so varying in different sectors, because I was not initially going after inner calling. I was going after the markets, the people.
Very accidental.
Whatever is there outside, I'll explore it, and not just to settle in there for final, just to explore. Let's see what does this thing has to offer. What does this field has to offer? If I like it, well and good. If I don't like it, I will leave and do something else. So that is how my whole journey has been.
So actually, you explored many things.
Yeah.
As you told, civil service you explored. You went to almost final stage.
Yeah.
Interview, and you explored HFT.
Yeah.
Now you are enjoying, I think, not exploring.
Yes,
This is a
yes.
teaching. In Modulus, it's a good sir. Actually, probably one of the reason to explore all the things might be also IIT Delhi.
Yeah, definitely.
So IIT Delhi, actually, people are. I'm listening here and there that there is so much of startup culture.
Yes.
Enter that pro entrepreneurship ecosystem is there.
Yes.
Like that, how do you rate IIT Delhi, or what was your experience? What was your observation, especially in this entrepreneurship, these areas?
Okay. Sir, you really hit a very great point, because as we discussed that I have explored so many fields. I think one of the main reasons because of which I could explore these many fields was IIT Delhi, and the foundation that I got from IIT Delhi. Because when you are in a great institute, and it such an institute has a very great culture. It is not a new institute. It's
a very big legacy.
It is having a very great legacy. So it will change you for the better. It will change you totally. I know that when I was very young and I went to, I was in the first year, I was a very different kind of a person. I could not see myself sitting here and giving an interview and talking about different things in life. That was a very shy kid. But the whole ecosystem of IIT is such that it prepares you towards everything whatever you want to pursue in life.
Yeah.
As you mentioned right now, currently the country is having a great startup culture. Every single day some new startups are coming in with some great technology, some great products. IIT Delhi has been, actually, I'm very proud to say that IIT Delhi and IIT Bombay, these top IITs, have been at the forefront of bringing this startup culture in India. Because all the big startups that you know, and all the viewers also, that we use daily, whether ordering groceries or booking a cab and all these things. All these.
When a problem is there, if anybody wants to find a solution, then it will become a startup.
It will become a startup. And this culture of solving problems and making human life easier, that the startup culture has given, that has been, again, IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, IIT Madras, Kanpur, these IITs have been at the forefront. If you take the example of, let's say, Ola, Bhavish Agarwal from IIT Bombay. If you take the example of Flipkart, Sachin Bansal, again from IIT Delhi. So these people have been at the forefront of bringing in that culture of innovation, of starting in a new
courage to start a company.
The courage to give up your well-settled job and try something new, 99% chances are that you will fail.
Yeah.
But you will never, you will learn something, you will give something to the world. And 1% chance if you hit it big and if you are successful, then the whole humanity and the whole people will be benefiting out of that. So again, IIT Delhi has a great startup culture. The E-cell is there, entrepreneurship cell is there at IIT Delhi. The alumni network is so great that the alumni, every semester there are a lot of fests and a lot of functions wherein alumni will come. They will help the people in whatever field they are pursuing. Let's say you are trying to pursue UPSC, you are trying to pursue entrepreneurship, you are trying to pursue, you want to join the corporate sector later on. People from all walks of life will come, alumni, and they will guide you how was their life, how has been till now, what did they do to become successful now. So E-cell, as I mentioned, entrepreneurship cell is a very strong cell at IIT. It even helps you to gain funding. So let's say there is an incubator cell there at IIT. You can have a product, you can have an idea of surveys of any product. There will be people who will help you with technological ideas. There will be people who will help you with funding ideas, how to get funding. Some basic seed funding to even IIT ka labs will give you. There is that structure that you can get some basic funding through alumni network at the very initial stage only. But as soon as your product is ready to go into the market, how to connect with the proper VCs, venture capitalists, and how to connect with the proper investors, that whole thing will be managed by E-cell, the entrepreneurship cell of IIT.
Entrepreneurship of?
E-cell, entrepreneurship cell of IIT Delhi. So it is a very great cell. I think the director of Modulus, Nitin sir, has also been a part of that, because he has also been a part of a small startup, and he got some funding from Yuvraj Singh, I think. So yes sir, IIT Delhi has a great not just a great culture for that, but also it prepares you to enter into any walk of life, any field of life, whether it is startup culture, whether it is a well-established government job, or it is corporate sector in India or outside.
Can you tell few names for have a very successful alumni, sir?
Sir, as I mentioned, so Sachin Bansal, he was from
Flipkart,
the founder of Flipkart. Then Vaibhav Khandelwal is there, sir. So every single thing today is going through online delivery, right? Every single thing comes to us through a whole network of delivery. You are placing some order on Flipkart or Amazon. That particular product is, let's say, located in Pune. And Pune say that product will come and reach you within 2 to 3 days in Hyderabad. All this this is called hyper local deliveries. That where some delivery product is being picked up from one city and it is being given to some other city. There is a full startup by the name of, I think, Delivery karke ek startup hai, which is again made by IIT Delhi alumni. Then Vaibhav Khandelwal he's one of my seniors only, 2 to 3 year seniors. He is the founder of that. So then we talked about Bhavesh Agarwal. Bhavesh Agarwal is from IIT Bombay, I think, if I'm not mistaken. From IIT Bombay. Again, very recent pass out only, like last 10-12 years only. He's the founder of Ola. So Ola Electric, all has been his brainchild, his brain idea. Bringing in the cab booking services from outside to India. And we can, I think 1 decade ago, we could not imagine our life like booking a cab, a driver will come at your doorstep and you can go and leave.
It's a very nominal cost.
Very nominal cost. Much lesser cost as compared to the cost that will be asked by the auto walas and all that. So making all that structure, these people have been at the forefront, definitely.
Sir, not only that, actually it is a hub for future civil servants also.
Yeah.
So people will say that it has very good ecosystem for UPSC civil service. So what
yes. Sir, Delhi. Anyway, Delhi is the political capital of India. So anyway, that culture that culture affects any institute there also. And you are very correct. IIT Delhi has a great culture for UPSC civil servant services aspirants also. There are a lot of coachings nearby. So
every year below 100 few ranks will be
definitely will be there. Every year some IIT Delhi graduates will definitely become IAS, IPS, IRS officers for sure. So the whole ecosystem, sir, not just inside the IIT but outside the IIT also. As soon as you cross that main road, there are coachings offering you some optional coachings for UPSC optional, some
Gate coachings also
some gate
there, na?
coachings will be there, CAT coachings will be there, UPSC coachings will be there. And since it is as we mentioned, it is the capital of India, so that culture of joining the administrative field, bureaucracy, political field, and becoming that agent of change in society, that is also great in there. So there is a separate group of people which are only like UPSC aspirants in IIT. They will together meet, they will discuss about their preparation, how is their preparation going, which coaching they are going to, how are they, what do they want to do for the country. There are debating clubs which will organize debating competitions for, especially for UPSC aspirants. So that debating thing will help them in preparation also. So that whole culture of UPSC is also very inherent in that IIT Delhi ka ecosystem. Very great.
So actually you are telling that it is a great ecosystem, great legacy IIT Delhi.
Yeah.
So actually what is happening recently that everybody is crazy of computer science. Even if they are getting good branch in Delhi other than some computer science, they are not choosing. They are choosing some lower IIT, lower means recent IIT, where this type of ecosystem is not available, choosing those colleges. So what do you suggest these parents or students, if anybody is getting some Tirupati or Goa or Jammu, Palakkad, IIT, CSE, maybe for 4,000 they are getting almost 3,500, 4,000 they are getting CSE in that IITs.
In the newer IITs.
Newer IITs, and they are getting some core branch. Whatever, some core branch, maybe IIT Delhi, they are getting some branch in IIT Delhi. What do you suggest actually?
Sir, I would, because of my own inherent journey, I would always suggest to go not by the new versus old IIT or the branch that is currently famous or the core branch or whatever. Always go by your interest. So first of all,
if his interest is only he wants to become a very successful person, that is only his interest.
Sir, again,
he doesn't have any idea about the branches and futures.
About branches. Then definitely, sir. I feel that the older is the IIT, the stronger will be its culture. Because when you are going to a college for the first time in life, you are not just going there for some 4 years of academic life. That college offers you a very in-depth life about every aspect of your existence. It will offer you academics, it will offer you sports, it will offer you leadership abilities, it will offer you creative abilities, co-curricular activities, extracurricular activities, so many things a college has to offer. You cannot just base your decision based on one thing, that I will go after this field, and since this field is currently famous and I am getting it in this IIT, so I will go in this IIT. I am not asking you to go towards this IIT or that IIT. I am asking you to take a decision based on all parameters. Definitely, because I have been an alumni of that institute, I know that the older is an IIT or any institute for that matter, the culture will be very, very strong. All the clubs there will be very strong. All the student activities there, the alumni network there, that will be so strong that you will actually develop in all aspects of life. Whether you want to pursue electrical engineering or computer science or civil engineering, whatever. But that particular culture will make you a very successful person.
But newer IIT is not having that type of ecosystem or that type of culture or alumni.
The newer IITs are still growing. A lot of IITs do not even have a proper campus for now. Like only one of the phases has been done. So there are 2 or 3 buildings and 2 or 3 hostels and everything is there. So definitely you will learn a great deal of academics there also, and your career will be good there also. But what about these 4 years of life that you could have learned from a good college? So again, I would suggest that never go after only one particular branch, that I want to pursue this particular branch, so I will go after newer IITs or older IITs or whatever. First of all, take your decision based on a lot of number of parameters. Am I interested in this field? If you do not know anything about this field, first know that field. What is it that you are going to study for 4 years? At least have some basic knowledge about that. Secondly, don't just think of college life as something which will give you a good package after 4 years. No, your college life will make you a very good person, a very holistic person, and that holistic development of an individual can only come when there is a holistic culture of college also. Every single aspect of life is being addressed by that college life. So older IITs will definitely, what I can vouch for is older IITs will definitely offer you all aspects of life, and you will never feel that this IIT or this particular institute did not give me enough exposure in this particular field. It will give you all opportunities, whether sports or academics or corporate sector, whatever, and you will be very fulfilled after the 4 years of that particular college.
Sir, actually, if any students is very enthusiastic, very hardworking, so he is getting some branch which is not that much demanding in IIT Delhi, for example. If he chooses some branch in IIT Delhi which is not that much demanding, if he works hard, can you say, as per your experience, but definitely IIT Delhi ecosystem will make him a very successful person?
Definitely, sir, definitely. Like a lot of batchmates, so IIT Delhi has at least, if I'm not wrong, at least 10 to 12 different kind of engineering departments. And I have a lot of friends from all these departments, and I know that they are doing very great in life, irrespective of which department they are coming from. Because again, as I mentioned, IIT Delhi is not preparing you towards civil engineering or mechanical engineering or textile engineering. It is preparing you, that is one of the aspects. It is giving you some basic academic knowledge.
Of that branch is a part of your total education.
But it is preparing you towards dealing any kind of stress, any kind of innovation, any kind of changes in society in any way possible. So it is really making you a very holistic gentleman and people. What I feel is, in all walks of life, it will definitely have, you will be successful no matter which field you choose. Even if you change your field after some time, let's say you chose some particular branch in IIT Delhi, and then you pursued that for a couple of years, and then you felt that I'm not enjoying this field very much, and I'll change my department and I'll change something else. I'll do something else. I'll change my field. I'll maybe pursue masters in some foreign university, and I want to gain some new knowledge. Even that particular change you are prepared for by IIT, and I am an example of that because I have changed my field 2-3 times, and I could never find a lot of friction in changing a field, because since I was so confident about my knowledge, about my upbringing, about my whole experience at these institutes, that I knew that if I go there and I work hard, I will be a successful person there also. So yes, very correct. IIT Delhi will prepare you for all kind of different fields that you want to take.
So only branch is just part in this 4 years life.
Academics is a small part of that 4 years of life.
It is not the exhaustive thing.
Not the exhaustive thing, not the exclusive thing.
Yeah. So one more thing, sir. IIT Delhi having 2 special branches. Recently, 4-5 years also one branch is included in that. You may not be in touch with the website, I don't know. One is maths and computing is very famous. It's the first IIT to introduce that maths and computing course in India.
Yes.
And that is also, most of the people are going to HFT.
Yeah.
So that one question. The second one, recently, some maybe 4 years back, or maybe 5 years back, 5 years back, one new branch introduced, computational mechanics.
Yes. Computational mechanics.
So many are not having awareness about that branch.
Yes.
I think I have seen that website and all thing. It's a wonderful branch, and which can rule this job sector after some time, I think.
Yes.
So what do you say about these 2 questions?
Yes. Sir, first of all,
maths and computing.
Maths and computing and computational computing today has become such a great field that it has applications in every single walk of life. We cannot imagine our life today without computers, without smartphones, without gadgets, without laptops. So it is a very good decision by the government and the IIT that they are introducing this, not just computer science but also any associated department. I think I'm hoping that very soon, I know that courses related to machine learning and artificial intelligence are being floated, but I think that very soon we may expect even a full department devoted towards learning of these concepts only, purely for artificial intelligence. Like artificial AI engineers, anyway there is a proper designation of AI engineers in corporate sector now. So why not have a separate department for that also? Because we know that AI is going
previously
to...
also computer science is not having independent.
Exactly. But then that whole department became a very independent field.
So AI department may also come.
That is a chance. But currently, in the last, as you mentioned, last 4-5 years, these departments like
maths and computing,
so it is a great department because...
How do you rate, sir? For example, computer science, if you give 10, maths and computing, how many marks will you give rating?
Sir, actually it will...
In terms of placements and career, not entrance.
Sir, I would rate it very high only. Like I would rate it 9, 9.5 or even 10 also. Because people of maths and computing and computer science, they are always competing with each other in terms of placements. For example, this HFT job is very famous among MNC, maths and computing people also. Because
their dream job.
Their dream job. Because HFT field requires mathematics and finance and coding, and this is what this.
It's a multidisciplinary course.
Yeah, exactly. So MNC, actually we call it MCA in IIT Delhi. Mathematics and computing को MCA बोलते हैं, but usually it is called MNC. So it is a field which is having great impact in corporate sector at least. MNC people are they are placed in Microsoft, Google, Amazon, all these big tech companies. They are placed there. So I would rate it very high. So MNC is a very great department. For the people who are not knowing, and they are, let's say, they are not getting computer science in one particular college, they can also go after MNC. It is a great department.
This computational mechanics, sir?
Computational mechanics also, sir. It is quite related to that also. Computational mechanics is, sir, basically it is a department which is focusing on how to apply computer system into solving the problems of some different field. For example, computational biology is there. So how to solve biological problems, human biological problems through computation. I will not test my vaccine or medicine onto one particular human being. I will run those tests onto one particular algorithm, and that algorithm will in itself give me some answer that will this medicine be good or not. So computational mechanics is again a field which is trying to integrate computer systems and different sectors of life. Computational mechanics also, it is quite new, so we cannot for sure say that it is having a great career opportunities in India right now. Foreign it is there.
Foreign is there.
Yeah, foreign it is there.
Benji company is also offering jobs for computational
especially computational mechanics.
Space also is there.
Space also, yeah. So research, space, biology, biotech, automobile, all these sectors are having great demand for computational mechanics and all. So for the viewers also, these are some new departments. So you should always keep learning what are the things that are currently being offered in the IIT, so that we can not just stick to the older departments, but also
conventional departments.
We should also know what are the new things that are coming.
Thank you very much, sir. Had a great interview and many new things.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And thank you very much, sir.